Welcome back to the Sardine News.
Yeah, big welcome back to the Sardine News on Easter Monday. Happy Easter again, if I haven't said that to you before. Right, the introduction today is just going to refer back to the forecast on Thursday. We're going to check out some cold front and halocline action off the coast here. We're going to go fishing on real easy, like a 19-foot yelled cat, and catch a few things. We're going to make a few tributes to the NSRI and the lifeguards. We're going to talk about the wildlife spectacle going on out off the ocean at the moment. We're going to go through all our correspondence reports over the weekend. We're going to check what fish have been caught. We're going to talk a little bit of business, weather and tides, and we might be done. Okay, let's start off with how good Windy is at predicting weather. They were so good. I suppose they're all getting better and better, but sometimes I just don't ever get it right. But Windy is literally always bang on the money. As you can see from Thursday's report, they got it right down to last night's little scattered thunder showers. That's very cool to know that you can always refer to Windy anytime. All right, now the east wind that was blowing last week, that thing was blowing. It causes an upwelling, and the cold water gets pushed up against the continental shelf, or basically against Africa, and comes up. And then you get a halocline between the cold water and the warm water. So the cold at the moment is like 22, 21, and we found at the Umzimkulu Mouth and in that area. The further out you see it, up to 26, and then you'll see that brown water line. That's a halocline. But there are other haloclines that meander and wander and wobble all up and down the coast when this happens, when the east blows so hard for so many days, and then the west comes through. Now, as you see these haloclines popping up, and you can look, there's the bait, the red eyes. This is the spectacle that we've been speaking about. There are more red eyes than you've ever seen, or that I've ever seen. And funnily enough, they're along the halocline. You can see there's a stripe of water. One side's cold, one side's warm, and they're all up against it. And that's where the gamefish come and hammer them from the bottom. But in fact, on our fish finder, we saw many gamefish coming up. But we did encounter quite a few gamefish on our 2 trips out there. Let's go right there now to Real Easy. This is the boat that we've got for charter this year. It's a hell of a nice 19-foot yelled cat with 285s. Luckily, we don't go too far. And it's available. It's available to do charters this season and the future. Very nice boat. So just get in touch. Okay, but here is what happened. We launched on Saturday, and it was beautiful. Very nice day out, but we got a problem with the tides. We've got to come back quick. So by the time we got back at 9 o'clock, we didn't actually have caught anything at all. The next day was a whole lot better. We got out there, and it was just red eyes. Well, the day before, we caught a bunch of red eyes, obviously. Hey, what fun. I can catch a bait my whole life. I just love catching bait. Okay, in fact, that's what me and Dwight have been called before. Professional bait catchers. That's our actual job. So the Sunday came along. Yeah, we got one Couta hit the Kona while we were trying to get a live bait. It took all the Kona plastic off, but I missed the hook. Then we got a bunny. We got that beautiful live bunny just as we got to Sea Park, and we put that out. And it wasn't long, and the shark started coming. We managed to keep that bait alive for quite a long time, but eventually it all fell. It all ran out. How's that, Johnny? Okay, so it was a great weekend. We ended up just catching bottom fish, but we caught a lot of red eyes in before that, and we saw one Couta fly out the water, like when they're coming for bait like this, and they hit the surface and they just keep going. What else did we see? Anyway, it was a lot of action. We ended up catching some bottom fish while we were catching live bait, but we never got a Couta. We're gonna keep trying. That's all there is to it, eh? Okay, let's have a look at a bit of a sad story. The NSRI and the lifeguards have been doing such a good job keeping everybody alive, but sometimes things don't always go to plan. And the main thing is to acknowledge the fact that those guys work extra hard to inform the public as well as to protect the public. But there was some tragedy here at Scottbrook, 2 places. Condolences and thoughts with family and friends. You'll hear a bit more about it in the upcoming section now, which is all the reports from the weekend starting on Friday and ending this morning with Cliff Bamber at Scottbrook. Coming up.
It's 10 o'clock and it's Friday. It's known as Good Friday, the 3rd of April. Bit of a whistling northeasterly wind blowing, and I'm trying to shield the microphone, but you will hear the noise coming through. Beach conditions, besides the wind, actually very nice. And lots of people down here today at the beach enjoying. The tide is very low. It's actually today is spring tide, a spring low tide, which should be happening in probably about half an hour's time. And that will be one of the lowest tides for the month. Sea conditions, still a little bit dirty out there. come down from the Umzimkulu River, even though the Scotbro River, which is called the Umpampanyoni here, you can see it flowing nicely. And it's following quite a weird path, coming right past the rocks this side and then going out to the sea there. But lots of people on the beach, mainly holiday makers enjoying themselves. And if you're around, pop down to Scotbro Beach and enjoy the day. It's Cliff Bamber, Scotbro Beach Report. Easter Saturday, 11 o'clock in the morning, and what a day. We've just had a whole lot of people do a long walk all the way out to that far section which is called Black Rock and back. That was the color run, and look how many people are on the beach. Absolutely crowded. We look into the distance towards Back Beach. There's fate and all sorts of tents and goodies for sale, and we've got all the other vendors up here as well. We've got the cheesy dog here, we've got Brood Awakening up at the top there, we've got all the towel people selling their goodies at the top. So lovely busy day here. Conditions partly cloudy but really nice and warm. Temperature is at least 25, I'd say 26 degrees Celsius. The river at the bottom is flowing nicely here, and we're at spring low tides. There's somebody out surfing, there we go, and lots of bathers in the water as well. So a beautiful day at the beach today. If you've got a chance, come down. Scotbro Beach is the place to be. Cliff Bamber, Scotbro Beach Report.
Welcome to all our Sardine News viewers. Manny Guerrero reporting from Black Rock, hole in the wall. Hey man, yes, it's a cool day down here. Pretty overcast with a couple of drops falling down here and there. There are a couple of holiday makers around trying their luck off the rocks fishing. I haven't seen anything coming out, and although at night there are some cob around. With the sea temperature at plus minus 26 degrees Celsius, that's still warm, eh? Although, you know, the easterly has dropped the temperature quite dramatically. I felt the water this morning and it was much cooler. Yeah, the water's still very clean. Not much bait fish around, at the moment. And there are no signs of bird activity, and I'm not quite sure where they are at the moment, but I'm sure Sean has all the details of exactly where they are. And viewers, yes, once again, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels so that we can keep the news coming your way. Other than that, the sea conditions are looking pretty fine, especially to go out at deep sea, I haven't been out lately, so not quite sure what's happening out there, but chaps, yeah, everything's looking super good. So yes, have a great Easter weekend and tight lines,
We've got a bit of an issue on the beach at the moment. Swimmer looks like he's in a bit of difficulty. Lifeguards are rushing out to see if he's okay, and the lifeguards are there, but he looks like he's okay. There he is. He looks okay. He's jumping up and he's above the level of the water, so it looks like he's okay. But it can be very dangerous, especially out of the bathing area. There's the bathing area, there's the person, but it looks like he's safe. They've got to him. Well done, lifeguards. Don't take any chances. Rather make sure he can walk and he can get back to shore safely. Sea conditions a bit too dangerous at the moment. The lifeguards looks like they're closing the bathing area. They're probably going to be calling everybody in. We've had too many people in trouble this morning or this afternoon. There's a group of people there who've just been brought in by the lifeguards, calling everybody in. Spring tides, people. The rip tides are a little bit stronger than normal. The bathing area that was in the front here has been closed down. Yeah, look what the lifeguards have done. There's the flag showing that the bathing area is closing, and they're calling everybody in. But rather be safe than sorry.
Back at the sand spit. It's been a wonderful morning here. There are so many fish out there, bait fish to start with. 1 gazillions of red eyes and carapau, my mass bunker. And we got a live bunny even, but didn't get a decent fish, just some rock otter and some nice bottom fish. But yeah, jeez, there's a lot of baits out there, boy.
Almost 11 o'clock, Easter Monday. A couple of things to note. Number one, the southwesterly wind has come through strongly. We had quite a lot of rain last night as well, approximately 25 to 30 millimeters of rain. And what this wind has done is definitely picked the swell up. You can see the waves breaking behind the points over there, fair bit of size. And water is still a little bit discolored. If you look at the face of that wave, it's not clear blue color. Very overcast skies, and at the moment low tide. We're just going out of spring tides at the moment. Very quiet day at the beach today, but obviously we've got very bad news. The fact that we had a drowning at the beach here yesterday. It occurred in that sort of area over there. A young girl in her 20s was caught in the rip, and unfortunately she drowned in that area over there. A very, very sad day at the beach yesterday. So even though the bathing area is open today, if you are coming to swim, be very, very careful. There's very strong side currents and rip currents at the moment. So on that somber note, it's Cliff Bamber, Beach Report.
Hey, nice work, team. Thank you very much, Alan. Or I didn't see Alan in there, but Cliff, definitely. Thanks, Cliff. Manny's even there, and obviously yours truly. Okay, now look at what's on your screen. I know it looks like snook or Couta or something, but if you look closely, it's actually spinner sharks. Not exactly sure where this was or who took the footage even, but it's pretty much representative of what the ocean's like out there at the moment. They must be hammering the red eyes too, having an absolute ball out there. Right, then I've got a question from Josh. Josh is down here from Joburg. He wants to know if this is a mantis shrimp, maybe. I don't know if any of you divers out there can tell him what a mantis shrimp looks like, but I don't know what that creature could be. All right, then, finally, business. Let's get down to business. You guys need to get on the Sardine map with your businesses, and that's a great AI onboarding for the rest of your adventure of getting noticed out here in the search engines and the artificial intelligence search engines, GEO. Okay, enough of that nonsense. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's good enough. Catch you in the next report. Thank you. Bye.
Sorry.